Hello, welcome to my Hebrew channel, Miel Hebraica, and today I'm looking at a psalm, Psalm 121. It's a favorite psalm of those who know the Psalms, and it's one of our favorite psalms, so it's my wife and I often read it when we're going on a journey, or we've gone on a journey if we return from a journey. On the way out, it's a petition to the Lord for protection on travels, and on the way back, it's a psalm of gratitude that we've had safe travel. So it works both ways. So it's a beautiful psalm, and it's about the Lord's protection upon us. And the word shomer, to guard or protect, appears 6 times in the thing. First time I did the video, I went through it. I thought, oh, this is popping up a lot. And then sat down and did the count, and there's 6 times. In fact, in one of the verses, it appears twice. So, and I'm using the Aleppo Codex. That's an ancient copy. It's about 1,000 years old, hand copied, of course, and that's what all they had in those days before printing presses were invented. So yes, it's a beautiful copy. The scribe did a good job, and it's a very clear rendition of the Psalm 121 in the Hebrew language with a fairly extensive or very nice set of vowels and accenting and so forth. It's a very well written piece of scripture. So it's beautiful. So let's get into it. It's by the way, it is one of the mahalot. It's one of the songs of ascent, and there's a whole section starting with Psalm 120 going on all the way to Psalm 133. I think even 133 is the Psalm of Ascent. And these psalms were sung as the pilgrims made their way to Jerusalem, and it's mahalot, or stairways. So they're going up, ascending to Jerusalem, and also ascending to the temple. And the temple has a staircase at the southern entry to the temple. And it's a very interesting staircase. You got normal steps, and all of a sudden you got a platform. And it's pretty easy to see that whoever would walk up those steps, they'd walk 2 or 3 steps normally, and then you have an open space. You'd stop on that open space and sing this song through. So you'd go up in steps to the temple of the Lord, into the presence of Jehovah. So beautiful scene there of pilgrims going to Jerusalem, to the temple, to worship the Lord. So on to the study. Shir le ma'alot esha enai el heharim me'ayin yavo ejri me'im Yehovah oshe shamayim va'aretz. A shir is a song. In fact, the Song of Songs is shir shirim. In other words, just simply a song, something you're singing. You know, almost hear the sing shiri. The kind of good for sopranos, I suppose. Shir. Okay. Shir la ma'alot. Al is upwards, up. It's once you have it as a preposition, it just means up. In fact, the name El Elyon means the higher God. Okay, El is God, Elyon, the highest God. Okay, so El Elyon, and that's we also have this root of ayin lamed used in the center of something that's tall, that's going upwards or on top of. So El Elyon. This mem takes the preposition, turns it into a noun. So you got ma'al, and the ot is the plural. Then it's a feminine plural ending here on this word. Ma'alot are steps, and in fact you find it in Nehemiah 3. You have yareot, ma'alot, descending by the steps, and so it's you have both the yared, means going down. You have both going up. Ma'alot for the steps that go down towards the Garden of the King. So it's at the southern tip of Jerusalem. These are probably the stairs, like I said at the introduction, of the stairways that go up to the temple. So, and this one is towards or for. Okay, it's also a purpose preposition. Shir le ma'alot, purpose of the song for the steps, the song for going up. So it works both ways. You have the steps going up and the time for going up. Okay, shir le ma'alot, going up to the Lord. Esha enav el harim. So I lift up. The root here is nun samic ayin, nasa, that means to go up. And going up, and so incidentally, it's used in a very interesting way in the scripture. When you're going to go somewhere, taking an important trip, you first of all pull up the stakes to move your tent. So that's you, nasa. You remember the mnemonic here is nasa, lifts things up. So, okay. And this is the first person, Esha. I will lift up enav, my eyes. Ayin this is the root here. The basic original root of this letter is the ayin, is the eye, okay? And this is then the plural. It's a construct form of the plural here. Eshe, an eye, el heharim, towards, heharim, this is the article then, and har is the mountains, and harim are the mountains. I lift up my eyes to the mountains. Now, there's some value or something to be said about looking to the geography of the city of Jerusalem, where the city is surrounded by mountains. Unfortunately, these mountains had very often altars to pagan gods. King Solomon was very famous for this. He would get married to a princess from Egypt or some other place, and the princess would show up and set up her own temple, and that would be the embassy for that country. But unfortunately, then all the harim were places that had altars offering that were worshiping other gods. So it's a question. There's the sentence here is a question. Me ain bo eshri. Okay, yabo eshri. From where does my help come? So you ask this question: does it come from the mountains? Does it come from? And sometimes there were the concept of mountain gods, okay, the gods of the mountains. The mountains, of course, are powerful, strong things. So you'd think, oh yeah, the mountains have to have gods on them or in them. So, but do I get my help from those mountains? In a eshe anai el harim, do I get lift up my eyes to the mountains? Me ayin yavo ishri. Now, this is actually the very same pronunciation, okay? Ayin, you got Aleph, Yod, Nun, Aleph, Yod, and here you have Ayin, Yod, Nun, okay? But this one's an Ayin, so that's eyes, and this is the questioning, the interrogative. From where, okay? Me, Ayin. From where, okay? Yabo, does it come? Third person verb here. It comes, okay? Ezri, my help. Where does my help come from? Does it come from these mountains? And it is a rhetorical question because the question is answered immediately with the next line. Okay, so you get Me'ain yavo Ezri, Ezri me'im Yehovah. Okay, my help comes from Jehovah. Okay, Yehovah. Okay, oh, good Hatna right here. Ezri me'im Yehovah. It is from Jehovah. Okay, Jehovah right here, Yehovah. Oseh shamayim va'aretz, who is making, and this particular psalm has a lot of participles, and this is one of them right here. Oa. Every time you see an oa sequence in the vowel pointing, oe. Okay, oa. He is making, or he has made. Participles are the kind of verb that extend over time. And so you can translate it as a past. Many translations do that. He has, who has made, okay, the heavens and the earth, or who is still making the heavens and the earth. Works both ways. In Hebrew, it's a beautiful sense here of how the Lord has made, and He is still working on the heavens and the earth. Hashemayim va'aretz, okay, va'aretz. So, Moshe, that's it's ayin sin hey. Okay, they got a lot of things on the top here. This one is indicating the sin, and the other one will be the o. Okay, so Oshe, Oshe, Shemayim. That's the heavens. It's a dual. It's a ai sound in here. Aretz, ve'aretz, ve'aretz. The augmenting it with a conjunction means that you've lengthened out this thing. And usually it is a double sigol right here, but this time it's a kametz sigol. So it's Aleph Resh Sade, Aretz, the earth, the whole earth. Okay. Incidentally, you'll see a line right here and a line right here. You see the line right there, and line right there. Those are the silluc. Silluc closes off the verse. Okay, and what happens then here is that our author, our scribe, hasn't bothered to put in the Sof Pasuk. Sof Pasuk means the last two little dots, two vertical dots. In most printed Bibles, you can look it up. You'll find the Sof Pasuk here, Sof Pasuk there at the end of each verse, ending the verse. But our scribe says, why waste the ink? We'll just close the verse with a silluc, okay? Silluc, and then the verses end right here with that. So it's one of the characteristics. I don't think he uses a Sof Pasuk in the whole section here. El yaten lamot reglecha al yanun shomarecha hine lo yanun ve lo yetzan shomer Israel al. This is he does not. Okay, yaten, give or permit or impose or allow. Okay, yaten. That's the root here is nun tau nun, very well known root. Just if you look it up in the dictionary, it says give. Okay, he does not give. Well, okay, he does not give. He does not allow. He does not hand over. Al yaten lamot, to stumble. Mot is stumbling. It's apparently a bar that wavers back and forth, and so mot is to stumble. And the lamed here, of course, a lamed purpose. He does not to stumble. The bar that would stumble. Okay, mot reglecha, your foot. Okay, as your foot, singular form of the this particular word, regal, and the Mashra quite often didn't like singulars, but it's still singular here. Your foot. Incidentally, the entire psalm, okay, shomarecha, and all of these things it's singular, to you. It's a very personal, very personable psalm in that regard. That the protection of the Lord is to each person that He protects. Okay, so reglecha, to your foot. Al yanun, does not slumber. The slumbering here is, just sort of getting tired or getting lazy, actually. Where yanun, okay, al yanun, he does not. Here you have al yaten, and here's al yanun. He does not slumber. He doesn't engage in laziness. He doesn't, start, nodding off his head. And so, al yanun shomarecha, who guards you. Okay, again, participle with oa. You got the o. This is she. This is shin. O a. Okay, shemorecha, who guards, who protects you. Hine, hey, stop, look, hands in the air. Okay, this is the root meaning of the hey, and hine means hey, look at this, behold. The King James often would take this and say behold, or hey, or look. Okay, hine, hey, this is something to be excited about. This is something we should take a look at. Okay, hine, hands in the air, look at this. Hine lo yanun, he does not slumber. Okay, repeats it here. Now this is a bit of almost a prohibitive. Okay, al yanun, he doesn't slumber. Lo yanun, he doesn't slumber. He really doesn't slumber. Okay, he doesn't slumber, really doesn't. This little expression here is repeated with different versions of the negation particle. Okay, here's al yanun, here's lo yanun. He does not slumber. Lo yatsan, and this is out and out sleep. You're out for the count. Here you're kind of bobbing to one side. Here you're out. Okay, lo yatsan, he doesn't sleep. He's always attentive. In other words, we shouldn't think of the Lord as sleeping on the job. He's always attentive to us and always looking for our good and looking to care for us. Lo yatshun. Shomer, who guards. This is OA again, who is guarding Israel. Now, yeah, you have the shomer right here. This shomerecha, that's guards you. This is shomer. This one's a normal holum, okay? Now, dictionaries and grammar books would call this a defective holum. No. There's nothing defective about it. This is just simply a straight-out holum right here, an O. And this one's a complete holum, okay? And I often, in Hebrew, when I'm talking about them, I'll say holum katan, small holum, a holum gadol, a big holum. This one here is simply a Masoretic point. Okay, this just gives you the O sound of shomerecha. This one is a Masoretic point here, the dot on the top. That's why we call it a holum. But this is an out-and-out matris lectionis. In other words, a reading or a master, mother of the lecture, mother of the reading. That's matris lectionis is Latin for mother of the reading. And here, even way back when it was just simply a consonantal text, this provided the O sound right here, shomerecha. Okay. Now, with the Masoretic pointing, you'll get the O right here on top. Okay, shomerecha. Israel. These two together, by the way, do form the sound. These are not separate entities in here when you're dealing with just a single sound of a vowel here. Yisrael, Israel. Okay, Prince of God. Okay, Israel. Yehovah, shomerecha. Jehovah looks after you, guards you, protects you. Yehovah, shomerecha. Yehovah, shilecha al yad yimanecha. Jehovah, Yehovah, is your shade. When you read Psalm 23, you have shel mavet, the valley of the shadow of death. The shadow here is a symbol of God's protection, God's coverage over us. God provides coverage. Wherever his shadow extends, that's where he covers. That's where he has his power in his hand over us, okay? On our right hand. The right hand is the important hand, the hand of authority. So he's standing beside us, and you just sort of think of, okay, here I am, right hand. The Lord is standing here, watching over me, okay? Yehovah, shilecha, al yad yeminecha, on your right hand, okay? This is yeminecha, on your right hand. Shilcha, shilecha, yeminecha, okay? Your. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 personal pronouns, suffixed personal pronouns in second person, okay? On your, he guards you. He's your shade. He's on your right hand, and he is shomer. No, that's it then. That's 1, 2, 3 second person suffixed pronouns here. Shomerecha, shilecha, yad yiminecha, okay, to your right hand. The hand that's the most important side, the side that I think requires protection, of course, here. Al yad yamanecha, to your right hand. Yomam ha shemesh lo kecha ve'yarecha belayla. This is actually an adjectival form of yom. Yom is the day, okay, and so the adverbial form of day, okay, yomam, that is by day or during the day, or in fact can be daily, okay. So, but the by day, in the day, we'll just take it as yom. Incidentally, this is a mem here, and I'm always looking for what I call a syntactic function of consonants, and this apparently is a syntactic function. It is used often for plural, okay, yamim, things like that. But here it's used as an adverbial form to take what is a day and give it distance, give it an adverbial sense, okay, daily or by day or during the day or in daytime, okay. Yomam hashemayim, shemesh, okay. I said heavens, but this is sun, okay, shemesh. Shemesh is a double segolate. In other words, you got a segol, and when you have two segols in a row like this, the accenting will be Miel, okay, up to the top, going up. So here, Miel going up. It isn't right at the top. You got Hashemesh, okay, the sun. It just pushed it up. Okay, it isn't down at the bottom here. It's up here. Okay, Hashemesh, the sun. Okay, the one that's shining, the Shemesh. Incidentally, Samson, Shimshon, his name is based on this word too, Shemesh. Also known in the town Beth Shemesh, and so Shemesh is kind of it's a very well-known Hebrew name. So it's almost always just like we see here, a segolate, okay, double segol. Lo yekecha does not strike, does not harm. Yeah, strike. Kech, kech. Okay? Like modern Hebrew is makach, makat, makach. And so for sunstroke, instantly, yeah. So modern Hebrew derives the word for sunstroke from this particular word. Makes, I think it's a mem added to a kaf. Incidentally, you can also see what I'd call some of the root meanings of the kaf. The kaf is the palm of the hand, okay? Kaf, okay? Yakecha, okay? So he's not clapping us with the palm of his hand, okay? Kecha, okay? It's got each kaf here has a dagesh forte in it, so it's going to be a strong pronunciation of it's got a dagesh forte pronunciation, Yakecha, okay? Often in other places it's, well, here it's all has dagesh in it, okay? Yakecha, he doesn't strike you, smite you, clobber you with the palm of his hand, okay? Yarecha, and the Yarach is the moon. In fact, the city of Rico, it means the moon. The city of Jericho means the moon. And here's the same root here, Yod Resh Chet, okay? This is Chet. Seems to be a fruit of patah. In other words, you're going to try to pronounce the A before the A will open this last syllable here, okay? Yarechach, Yarechach, okay? Yarechach. Ba laila, okay? In the night, at night, okay? This is a preposition of in. Ba laila is at night, in the night. So this particular lo yakecha, it governs what the sun does by day, Yomam Shemesh, and governs what the moon does by night. Same verb is used for both actions of both entities here. Yarecha ba laila, and neither does the moon by night. Yakecha, strike you or harm you. Okay, so getting double mileage out of this, the verb that happens to be between those two entities, those two heavenly bodies here. Yehovah shemorecha mekol ra yishmor et nafsheha. Yehovah yishmor zetecha uboecha me'ata be'ad olam. Okay, we're to the end of the verse here, so we'll get here to studying this one. Of course, Yehovah appears twice here on the front of each one. In fact, very similar. Shomer. Okay, this verse here does have Shomer in it twice then. So here, this verse has got double duty on Shomer. So Yehovah, Jehovah, Yeshomerecha, he guards you, protects you. Mi kol ra. This is a closed syllable, so this is a kamis hatuv. Okay? A kamis hatuv is a kamis that has to be pronounced as an O. Closed syllable, no accent on it, and so it's pronounced as a. In fact, you'll learn soon enough that kol almost always is going to be a kamis hatuv or a holem, one or the other. Mekol ra, from all evil. Ra is evil. Often in the scriptures, Ra is the evil that others would try to work on us. Okay, Rashim, the evil ones, and Ra. So he guards us from all evil. Okay, Yeshomer, and he guards us at Nafshe. Okay, you have Yeshomerecha, he guards you, and here you have Yeshmor et Nafshecha. he guards two, and this is the direct object marker here. This is whatever follows it happens to be in the accusative sense, okay? So you have et nafshecha, that is to your life, to your soul, nefesh, okay? Nefesh, if you look it up in a dictionary, it's going to be a double segolate, but here it's an extended agglutinated form, so it's only keeps this particular segol right here. Accenting has run to the end, which happens to be the silluc right here. Should be a Sof Pasuk here, but like I've said at the start, our copy person hasn't bothered with it there. He's probably telling you, hey, you just make the shiluk do the work, and we're happy, okay? Yishmor et nafshecha, he guards your life, your soul, okay? Yehovah, Yishmor, and here's the two things that are so important about what's happening. He guards she'techa. You have sadik, serik. I'm going to be pronouncing the shawal right here because it's long enough. It seems to be. I always got to say, don't let an aleph close your syllable, and so we have to almost treat this as three syllables. Okay, she'techa. Okay, she'techa. You're going out. Okay, shoat is to go out. Shah is to go out, and this is shetecha, this would be a construct form of that particular departing out, your departures, okay, in a construct form with a tau right here, and then a personal pronoun at the end here, second person singular. Shetecha, you're going out. U, and then the bet here is a labial, so you're going to have the u for your conjunction. Sulik has a conjunction here. U boecha, okay, u boecha, and here you got the three syllables are very clear right here. Bet holam. This is a complete holam gadol. Boecha, you're coming in, your return. Okay, boecha, you're coming back, going out and coming back. Okay, boecha, your departures and your returns. Me ata from now. At is now. Ata from this time right now. From, and this is a preposition of from, okay, me'ata, ve'ad, and until, okay, olam, until eternity. Beautiful psalm, and as we travel, it isn't just for when we travel, but certainly when we travel, like I said, we often read it if we've gone on, or we're going on a journey, read it as a petition to the Lord to protect us during the journey. If we come back from a journey, we'll read it again. Hey, the Lord has answered our prayers and has brought us home safely. So, yeah, very beautiful psalm. And the Lord stands at your right hand. I've done Psalm 23. The Lord is our shepherd, and I shall lack nothing, or I shall not be, flushing away. Why? Because He stands with me. And this particular psalm affirms that very clearly again. He stands with us. As we go up to the house of the Lord, as we go up to the Lord, we can sing this song before Him, and it's something that really does comfort our hearts and know that we do not stand in this world alone. The Lord stands with us, and the Lord is at our right hand, and the Lord is always looking to protect us in the way we are going. May God bless, may God continue to protect you also in the journey you are taking through this life. Until the next time.